Hi friends, welcome to another episode of Account Masters. In today's session, we are going to analyze what is specialization, its definition, advantages, disadvantages, and we'll also see what are different types of specialization. Okay, so let's start the session with the definition of specialization. So it is a process by which individuals, firms, and economies concentrating on production of those goods and services in which they have advantage. So specialization means concentrating on production of a particular goods or service by individuals, firms, or by economies. That particular process is known as specialization. So there are different types of specialization. Specialization by individuals, specialization by firms, specialization by industries, specialization by regions, specialization by countries. Like that, we can divide specialization into different categories. Specialization by individuals means what? A particular person is specializing in a particular task of production, that is known as specialization by individuals. Specialization by firms means a particular firm specializing in production of a particular good or service, that is specialization by firm. Specialization by industry means industry means what? A group of firms producing related goods, right? Related products, that is known as industry. So industrial specialization means what? A particular industry, they are specializing in production of a particular good, that is known as industrial specialization. Regional specialization means a particular region which is specializing in production of a particular good, right? And the country specialization, obviously it is what? A country which is specializing in production of a particular good or service. So these are different types or different categories of specialization what we have. Okay, always another term associated with specialization, that is known as division of labor. Division of labor means dividing a large production process of a firm into smaller tasks, that is known as division of labor. So there each labor is concentrating on production of a particular task. Instead of specializing in the entire product, he is specializing in a particular task. That particular process is known as division of labor. This particular concept is first introduced by the father of economics Adam Smith with an example of production of a pin in a pin factory through his famous work Wealth of Nation, published in 1776. So here what he is describing is, Adam Smith is describing is, if a particular pin is producing by one labor, it might take a day to produce the complete pin. But if each tasks in production of a pin is doing by different laborers, specialized laborers, that they might able to produce more units of pin than a individual concentrate on production of the entire task. So as a result, the productivity of the laborers will be increasing, the productivity of the firm will be also increasing. So that's what the concept of division of labor and specialization according to Adam Smith. So he is the first person who introduced the idea of division of labor and specialization through his famous book Wealth of Nation, which is published in 1776. Okay, so division of labor and specialization will always help firms as well as to individuals to increase their productivity, as well as firms will able to produce the best quality output as an outcome of specialization as well as division of labor. And with the help of division of labor, firms will also be able to produce the finest product, the most advanced product with the help of trained employees. So we can see a question related to division of labor and specialization. Explain with the help of the photograph what is meant by specialization. Here you can see that's a tailoring shop or a stitching factory, something like that. So the different individuals are doing different parts of the production, right? The first person is stitching, and just beside you can see a girl and another staff. She is doing some other work, not stitching. I think she's doing maybe cutting something. So like that, each persons in the organization is doing some specialized task, and the final product is producing, that is assembling the product, is doing by the last person. So we can define what is meant by, or what is meant by specialization is what concentrating on production of a particular task in the production of goods and service, that is known as specialization. So okay, now let's see the second question, that is what might be some of the advantages to firms and disadvantage to workers of division of labor shown in the photograph. So we know division of labor has both advantages and disadvantages. Let's see what are the advantages and disadvantages of division of labor. So the first advantage for the firm is it will increase the productivity of the firm, that is it will increase the productivity of labor force, right? As a result, it will also increase the productivity of the entire firm itself. Then high-tech machinery leads to consistently high quality, so it will increase the quality of output, that is the next advantage. And next one, and the third advantage is it will save the time, so that is within less time the firm will able to produce more quantity of goods and services, that is the next advantage. The fourth advantage is worker increase their skill, so they will get used with the technology. As a result, it will increase their skill of producing more quantity of output at less time. That is the fourth advantage. And the fifth advantage is workers focus on what they are best at, that is they will focus on their best skill, right? So as a result, it will increase their quality of output as well as their quantity of output. Both quality and quantity will be. Now let's see some disadvantages of specialization. The first disadvantage is high startup cost, because each person in the production process needs separate machinery, and the organization has to employ more number of laborers, specialized laborers. So in all this way, there will be high startup cost for specialization. Then the next problem is that interdependency, that is if one person makes a delay in the production process, the whole line of production will be stopped or delayed. So that is the next disadvantage. Then the third disadvantage is worker motivation can be low, because workers are involved in boring repetitive tasks. That is, a person or the specialized worker, he is doing that particular job for years or months, right? Or until he leave the organization. So because of this reason, the production process or his task will be what? Boring for him. So that is, so he will be demotivated. So that is the next disadvantage of specialization. Then the next, that is the fourth disadvantage, is market do not always allow firms to specialize. So definitely all the products we can't produce by using specialization. There are products which a person need in from beginning to end. So such products are also there. So market always won't allow firms to specialize. So that is the next disadvantage given. And the last disadvantage, that is the fifth disadvantage, is can lead to over dependence, that is interdependency in specialized firms or industries are more than any other industries. So that is the next disadvantage or the last disadvantage of specialization. So I hope you all enjoyed the video, and if you have any more doubts regarding the session, please do comment me. I will try to clarify it, and don't forget to subscribe the channel, so we will be coming in next video.